What up, YouTube? This is Steven, and welcome back to another photo analysis. This time I'll be analyzing the covers of Ayumi Hamasaki's album, Made in Japan. And let's start with the CD-only version of the album cover. Alright, so right off the bat, I noticed that there's like a bondage theme here. And Ayumi looks like she is not happy. She doesn't look like she's comfortable. She looks kind of sad, like she's in bondage and she's sad, but I'm not sure why. The album title is Made in Japan, so does this have something to do with, like, her relation to Japan at this point, where she may feel like she is like in bondage in Japan, tied up in Japan, like in some type of a weird relationship with Japan? Or could this be like Ayumi speaking out about her personal life? She could feel like she is trapped, you know? I wish that, the lighting could have been a little bit better. I like her eyes. I always say this about Ayumi, but I think Ayumi has, like, beautiful eyes. I really do. Whether they're natural or not, if not, money well spent if it's not. But yeah, I think that Ayumi has beautiful eyes, as I mentioned plenty of times before. I see she's not sporting her signature blonde hair here. I don't know, the facial expression is a bit not quite here, not quite there. The body language, she's really tense and she's tied up. So yeah, it's a bit weird. I'm not quite sure the message she's trying to send here. I think the photo is okay. It's an okay photo. Yeah, not the worst photo out there, not the best. Let's move on to the next album cover, which is the CD plus DVD version. Alright, so again, Ayumi is in bondage. This time she looks like she is like, she's ready to fight. She is ready to battle for some reason. I guess it's the way her eyes look, or her eye look. Well, her eye looks, it's wider, so I guess that gives, and also the position of her body as well. But again, it's a bit confusing. The bondage theme, like the rope. I'm not quite sure the message she's trying to send here, but I'm guessing like she is kind of like, she's literally tied up, but she's probably in a situation that maybe she's bound to and that she can't leave and can't walk away from or can't escape. I like the way her eye looks in the photo. Her hair is covering a lot of her, and I guess that's supposed to kind of play into the theme of like maybe being a captive. She's been so kind of like beaten down, and her hair's disheveled. She's in bondage. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be kind of like, maybe this could be like a message her sending, that Ayumi is sending, like maybe she could be in like an abusive relationship, like some domestic violence issues. Hopefully not. I don't think so, but I hope not. And if she is in a situation like that, Ayumi, I know that, she has the resources where she can leave a situation like that. A lot of times many women are in situations like that, but they can't leave just because they don't have the resources to leave. So I hope if she is in a situation like that, she would use her resources to remove herself from that situation. Alright, let's move on to the next album cover, which is the Team IU CD Plus 2 DVD version. Alright, here, there's no bondage theme, which is cool, just because I don't really understand the bondage theme in this, how it relates to this album theme, which is made in Japan. Um, okay, here, her eyes look amazing as usual. Her face is blank to me, though. She's kind of coming off like a doll here, like a toy or something, like lacking life and vitality. I like the way that her hair looks, but I guess I would just like a bit more facial expression. And also, I think she's sort of lost her neck here a little bit. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's just the way that she positioned her neck. Maybe, I don't know. It's probably just the positioning. But yeah, I don't think this is a terrible photo, but I just think it's missing something, which is a facial expression. Let's move on to the next album cover, which is the CD plus Blu-ray album cover. So we're back to the bondage theme again, and this time her eyes are closed. And I don't know, it looks like she is like, possibly scared. Her eyes are closed and she's scared and just hoping and praying that she can escape from this bad situation. And also, again, it's kind of like dark, and her hair's a little kind of like in her face, a little disheveled, and she's in bondage, as I mentioned before. But again, the bondage theme to me is a little confusing, though, because the album's theme is assumably made in Japan. So I'm not quite sure what message she's trying to send with these album covers here, It's not a terrible photo, and I think it's tough to deliver. It's possible, but it's a little tougher, a little more difficult to deliver a strong photo with your eyes closed. But to me, you have to have a really strong facial expression in order to do that. And I think here she didn't hit the mark when it comes to the facial expression. I think she missed the mark here. All right, let's move on to the next album cover, which is the Team IU CD Plus Blu-ray version. All right, here, it seems like she's looking at something. I'm not quite sure of the facial expression. Could be curiosity, could be fear. Not quite sure which one. I like the way that her hair looks. I like the way that her eyes look. It looks like she has lost her neck yet again, I think her placing her hands over her mouth, or the side of her mouth, kind of adds a bit more, complexity to the photo. She's looking at something. I wonder what that is. I wonder what Ayumi is looking at. Alright, let's move on to the final photo. This is the album cover for the Awa edition, which is like the streaming version of the album. So this album cover probably isn't very widespread and it probably isn't extremely popular, but I do think this is probably one of the better album covers. I like the black and white theme. I like Ayumi's facial expression here. It's a nice photo. I don't know what it has to do with made in Japan, but as long as you deliver a nice photo at least, sometimes you can let some things slide, And here, I like the position of her hand. Um, and also, I think she has still lost her neck. Even if she didn't have her hand there, she still would have like a low neck. But her hand there helps kind of take away from that, you know. Um, it kind of looks a little like, you know, kind of almost like an edgy editorial type of photo. Kind of like some edgy photo in the boudoir, you know. And I like the way that her eyes look. And I can see the shine and the light reflected in her eyes too, which is even better. And also her face has found the light really well in this photo. And I like the hair. This hairstyle is very different for Ayumi, and I give her credit for being, you know, different and trying a new look. Alright, so here's how I rank these photos. I rank the album cover for the Awa edition as the best. I love the black and white theme, and I love Ayumi's face in this photo. It's like kind of like a work of art. I could see this in like, you know, some fashion magazine. The next best album cover is the Team IU CD Plus Blu-ray edition. I like the way that her eyes look, and I like that they're looking towards something, and I like her facial expression here, and it kind of it captures your attention. You're like, wonder what she's looking at. All right, the next best album cover, or the third best, is the Team IU CD Plus 2 DVD version of the album cover. I like the hair and the eyes, and I like the ambiance. I just wish Ayumi would have gave a better facial expression here. Alright, the fourth best photo is the CD plus DVD version of the album cover. And the bondage theme, I don't have any qualms against it. I don't have any issues against the bondage theme. But I sort of feel like I don't understand why it's here. You know, I don't understand it. Here, I do like her expression that it seems like she's ready for a fight, you know? Like she's ready for a battle to break free from this, you know, bondage. So I like that. The next best album cover is the CD plus Blu-ray version of the album cover. I do like the eyes closed look, although I think she should have given a stronger facial expression for that. And I like the way that her hair looks. And the sixth best photo or album cover is the CD only version of the album cover. Here, I don't know, her facial expression is neither here nor there, and it doesn't work well for me. But what do you guys think? Feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Your feedback and support are extremely appreciated and extremely valued. Until the next photo analysis, adios and goodbye for now.